Hello everybody, welcome to Common Sense Thoughts, spitting straight logic to expand your knowledge. Today I would like to discuss the topic of Black Lives Matter and some of the issues that I have with it. Let me preface this video by saying that when Black Lives Matter was in its infancy, I was actually a supporter of the movement for a very brief time. However, when I saw where the movement was moving towards and the violence it was promoting and just the general hatred that it was promoting, I could no longer consider myself a member of it. I preface my video this way because I know that there's going to be people calling me a racist for going against Black Lives Matter, but if I truly was racist, then why would I have ever supported the notion of Black Lives Matter? The answer is because I'm not racist. However, I know that I'll be called a racist for going against Black Lives Matter, so I have to put that disclaimer in the video. That being said, they are the true racists in this equation. They actively promote racism against white people, and it's disgusting. I despise racism in any way, shape, or form that I see it because it is evil. Judging someone based solely on the color of their skin is an evil concept. So when I see it on either side, I condemn it because it's not right. That being said, there's a huge double standard when it comes to race and Black Lives Matter. They don't want any racism towards them, which is fine. I agree with that. There shouldn't be any racism towards black people at all. However, they actively promote racism against white people.
To kill a white baby. The less white babies on this planet, the less of you we got, boo.
The blood is on
I hope they kill all the white babies. Kill them all right now. Kill them. Kill your grandkids. Kill yourself.
This is absolutely appalling to watch. The craziest thing is that these people don't see a problem with this because they don't see this as racism when it clearly is. I mean, when you hear someone say things like,
I hope they kill all the white babies.
It's hard to argue that it's anything but racism. But this just goes to show the mentality of Black Lives Matter supporters. They don't see the double standard in their racist remarks. In their minds, they're perfectly justified in making their racist remarks because they're fighting against a system that is built on racism against them. In short, they use the brilliant logic of fighting fire with fire. However, this is not the only way that they fight fire with fire. They also use violence in order to fight what they perceive as police violence. For starters, if you honestly think that the police are out to get you based solely on the color of your skin, then why would you want to interact with them any more than you have to? But more importantly, in what world is chanting things like going to reduce the amount of violence? And then when you call them out on these things and say, look at how violent this is, how can you expect anything to change when you're fighting fire with fire? They say things like, oh, you don't have a right to police the anger of these people. Really? When they're out there threatening lives, when they are out there chanting things like, we want dead cops, when do we want them now? And then someone in Dallas that very same day provides them with 5 dead cops, then really it is the duty of anyone who cares about the sanctity of life to stand up to this and to say, no, that is not right. You cannot call for people to be murdered innocently. Those 5 cops did absolutely nothing wrong, and yet they were murdered in cold blood. This is dangerous thinking. This is a Marxist idea of thinking. It no longer becomes about what is beneficial to the individual, but rather what is beneficial to the collective. This is how murder in the name of the collective becomes acceptable. When someone stands in opposition to what is good for the collective, then in the minds of the collective, it is okay to murder that person in the name of what is better for the collective. This is how you end up with communism killing over 100 million people in the last century, but that is a different video for a different day. So after having looked at all of this, at all the hypocrisy, at all the double standards, and at all the violence, and at all the race baiting, the question then becomes, what is the solution? The solution is actually very simple. They need to be the change that they want to see in the world. If they wish to see less police violence within their communities, then perhaps they should stop advocating the use of violence in order to obtain their goals. Do you want to see less people killed by the police? Then stop advocating that people kill the police. Then and only then can the problem begin to be fixed. Well, that is it for this video. Until next time, this is Common Sense Thoughts signing off.